Oh, it's live. Well, what's up, Absolute Racing? How are you doing? Woo, so, all right. Um, U.S. women's team just won World Cup stuff. That's all I got. They won 2-1. Got pretty interesting there at the end, to be honest. It's a lot of chaos and stuff. It's like the end of those soccer games. That's like, I'm not a huge soccer fan, but one of the best moments is the end of the game when they're all desperate because they're behind by a goal or two and they need to score. And they just start like kicking at the goal, just kind of sending whatever they can, no matter how bad it is. And there were some pretty bad attempts there, but yeah, it was a mess. But they ended up winning. They ended up holding off France, the host country, and that's good. Absolute Racing, I'm doing good. Hello, Eric. How are you doing? But yeah, just making sure everything's working here. But yeah, the 300 subscribers, we made it. That's good. And there's my volume. So the volume's working. All right. But yeah, big number for me personally. Made it like in 100. We got 100 subscribers in a year, 208 months after that, and 2 months after that, 300. That's very good. That's a blow up. That's awesome. So yeah, thank you for that. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed, watched my videos. It means a lot to me. Makes me happy. Keeps this channel rolling. So yeah, that's the reason for the live stream. It's a celebration, but also, of course, questions are being asked. So Q&A time, fun stuff. Yeah. So feel free to ask whatever questions you want. I'll try my best to answer them. But yeah, question time. Fun question time. Back a little bit. There we go. Thank you. Absolute Racing, thank you. Least favorite NASCAR driver. So I made a video when that whole trend was going with like your favorite, least favorite, blah, 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 all that stuff. And for my three guys that I put in my least favorite category were Stenhouse, Harvick, and Dillon. Between those three, my least favorite, that's tough. I'd just say those three. But so I respect them as drivers and stuff. I think they're very talented for what they do. But I'm personally not a fan of them. Just to be honest, I'm just not the biggest fan of them. So Stenhouse is because he drives a little crazy, and then also he kind of gets offended and stuff when he gets called out. Dillon, he gets on my nerves. He gets all triggered when his teammate passes him and stuff. And then Harvick, he can just be kind of smart aleck at times, which is annoying. But those are probably my three least favorites. Other than that, I like everyone else. But yeah, that's my least favorites. Oh, that's a good question. So that is a good question. You got me thinking here. My favorite basketball player is Kevin Durant. I have met him, but it was at a basketball camp. We got a picture. It was like everyone went up to him, gave him a high five kind of thing, like said, "Hey, Kevin," kind of thing. So I'd say like if it was like if you got to go out to a meal with any celebrity, I'd probably pick Kevin Durant. But if it was just like to meet for a few minutes, Steven Adams or Jeff Gordon, if I just had the opportunity to meet them, that'd be pretty neat. Big fan of Steven Adams. Yeah, he's a pretty funny guy, pretty great personality, pretty good basketball player too. And then Jeff Gordon, my all-time favorite NASCAR driver, as you can tell by the hat. Yeah, it's Hall of Fame hat. But those are three of the people I want to meet the most, like just talk to in general. That'd be pretty cool experience. Outside of sports, That's a tough one. I'm trying to think of people. I don't know, but those are the athletes I could think of. Celebrities. I'm just gonna pull up IMDb, go through my recent movies I've looked at through IMDb, see what's on there. Okay, no, stop it. Pop-up ads. I think Robert Downey Jr. would be an interesting one. Ryan Reynolds, he'd be interesting to talk to if he was just off filter. If you just let him say whatever he wants, that'd basically be a reality version of Deadpool. Harrison Ford, that would be another interesting one. He's a pretty funny guy. If you haven't seen him in his interviews, he is a pretty interesting guy. Who else? Adam Sandler would be an interesting one as well. I'm just going through the list of actors right now. Oh, I don't know any of these people. Wow, I don't know. A big chunk of them. All right. That's just a small list, but there you go. What's up, Landon? How are you doing? Oh, that's not good. Severe storms are no fun. I'm not a big fan of thunderstorms, but when I'm in the house, I feel fine. I mean, it can be scary too, but like when I'm outside and stuff, scary. Race I want to go to the most? Martinsville night race. I really want to go to the Martinsville night race. Bristol night race as well, but the Martinsville night race, I feel like that's going to be a fun one. I mean, we saw 2017 how that went when it was in the night. I mean, imagine a full race of that. I think that's going to be a really good race. So, yeah, I remember they used to do the Chicagoland night race. That was a fun race. I think it was 2010 David Rudiman won, and he passed Gordon late in the race, which was disappointing. But David Rudiman winning, what a guy. But, yeah, Gordon had his shot there, and he failed. But David Rudiman got away. David Rudiman, guys. No, shout out. I'm probably going to spell his last name wrong, but I might have spelled that wrong. Someone correct me if I spelled it wrong. Rudiman. Elliot, yeah, he's got a couple good. I think he's got 2 top 5s in his 3 races there. Last year he had a rough going, but this year he's been running better at the 1.5 miles than he was last year. So I think he could do better. But yeah, Sonoma was unlucky for him. It's like you can't control the mechanical stuff, the engine issues. It's kind of hard to control that. So it just sucks when it happens, and you kind of just got to give up because you can't really do much. Favorite NASCAR bust? Ooh, that's a good one. I'm having a struggle thinking of some. I will have to say there was this interview, late night TV. It wasn't like a Saturday Night Live or Jimmy Kimmel or anything, but it was just like a legit sit down, like serious interview with Danica Patrick. I have to say that was very interesting. She talked about her racing career. Obviously, she talked about what she does now. She owns like a wine place up in Northern California, Napa Valley area, and then what else? She talked about like her relationship with her family, and then like something like her relationships with like Aaron Rodgers currently, and then her ex-husband back when she was married back in the day, and how that kind of got messed up. So that was pretty interesting, I'd have to say. But I guarantee you it's on YouTube. I've subscribed to the guy on YouTube, actually. I need to look up his channel real quick. But it was a really interesting interview, honestly. I encourage everyone to check it out. I thought it was pretty interesting. My YouTube is not loading. Come on. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting interview, I'd have to say. So if you want to go check that out, you should go check it out. I need to check out what the guy's name is. Scrolling through my subscriptions list real quick. And here it is. Graham Bensinger. That's who it was. I've also watched some of his stuff on when he interviewed Dale Jr. about Dale Jr.'s concussions and stuff. And I think he does pretty good. He doesn't really like some people, they kind of interrupt in the middle of interviews and stuff. But he doesn't really do that. He lets the person get it out. He lets them talk, which I really enjoy. So I think he's really good at that. And yeah, I'm behind on comments. Hello, Off Course Racing. Hello, JPS Racing 74. How are you guys doing today? Standing up for Natalie Decker, like standing up as in like defending her, or standing up like cheering? I'm assuming that means defending. Robbie Gordon. Oh, Robbie Gordon. He was like, I remember he like a pretty good road racer, but other than that, it was kind of rough for him. And then Rudiman, he got a couple wins. He got like a rain shortened win at Charlotte, and then obviously that Chicago win. I can't remember if he won other than that. Yeah, I've heard. I paid attention to the Truck Series a little bit. I watched the last few races. I watched the end of last week's race. I watched more Truck Series this year than I've ever watched, to be honest. But I haven't really paid attention to it close enough to say I can know. But I have read through Twitter. I have seen that Natalie Decker is struggling. The golf tournament this weekend. Is Tiger Woods in it? Let Google. See how Google works. PGA. Let's see. Detroit. Ooh, Detroit. Fun. All right, so today is Friday, so it's the second round. I don't even know who the top two people are. And they're already at 13 under. Jeez. It's only the second day of the tournament. Golly. Is this the right? I don't even know if this is the right tournament. I don't even know these people. I got to be reading this wrong, right? Right? I don't know. We'll go with the guy that's leading, I guess. Which is, if it loads, hold on. It's Lashley. In Lashley. World Cup. U.S. plays England next. And then the other quarterfinal games are, let's see, who's on the, I think Germany's on the other side of the bracket. But for U.S. England, U.S. has had a couple close. This game was more of a I don't want to say dominating because they didn't exactly like destroy them or anything, but they held France under control. They won, and they were up almost 3-0, but got called for an offsides late on that third goal. Then obviously France got desperate. They scored a goal. They kept on being aggressive like that. U.S. was able to hold them off. So obviously holding them off from goals is a big deal. You got to be able to do that. So I think the U.S. can continue to do that. Then they'll win the next game at least. But I don't know why it's not showing me the bracket on ESPN. But it's kind of frustrating. Oh, here we go. Italy plays Netherlands and Germany plays Sweden. Let's go with the Netherlands and Germany. Yeah, I've heard good things about Germany, and then the Netherlands has won 5 straight. So that's what I got for your soccer predictions. You got the U.S., England, and then Netherlands, Germany. So that's what I got there. Worst NASCAR driver in any series? Like currently or all time? Oh, man, all time. I don't know. That's a long time. That's a really long time. Current. That is a good question. I'm stumped. No clue. Just whoever finishes 40th, I don't know. But I personally don't know if there's a worse It's kind of hard to tell. Reed Sorensen's had a rough career in the Cup Series, at least recently, driving the 27 car. Who's in the 77 now? His name's like Quinn Huff or something. He's struggled. Timmy Hill's actually done good in the 66 because he's the GOAT, so can't say him. He's the GOAT, obviously. But yeah. Oh, is there a Natalie Decker? Nah, looks like a Natalie Decker conversation in here. Good seasons, Chase Elliott, 2019. He needs to win more. Like, he's already in the playoffs and all, which is nice, but the current system, you need the playoff points and all, so he needs to win more. He needs to go for stage wins. Gustafson's got to be a little more aggressive with these calls. I think he should have. I mean, Byron stayed out, so I can't say that. But I think if he was in the lead at the end of one of those stages last week, he should have stayed out and went for the stage win. But I think they got to rack up some playoff points because they're sitting at 7, and 7's like nice and all compared to everyone else, considering there's only been 6 winners. But you need to start racking up because someone's going to win 7 stages. I mean, Blaney has like 3. Harvick has 3. I think they're going to win stages. So I think Elliott needs to get more wins, or he needs to get more playoff points because other guys are going to win. First of all, Harvick's going to win eventually. As I said, Blaney, I think he'll win eventually. Stewart Haas guys, they're always up for a win. I think Almirola, Boyer, even Suarez, I think could get a win. And Bowman's up for a win eventually. Woo, who else? Jeez. There's a lot of guys that can win. That's my point. So they need to start racking up some playoff points if they want to go far in the playoffs and not potentially wreck in one race and screw it up. So, yeah. Yes. Alex Bowman, 2019. He's having a pretty dang good season for him. This is probably one of his best career seasons. Which track is the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series? It's now the Monster Energy Cup Series, but it's hardest on tires. Sonoma is up there. You saw it last week, but Jimmy Johnson with like 10 to go was in 5th, and he dropped to like 13th or 14th because his tires fell off. So Sonoma's pretty hard on tires. Atlanta. Where else? I think Auto Club is pretty tough on tires, but there's a few tracks that are very hard on tires. There's a few that aren't so hard. Texas recently is actually like Charlotte this year was like there was a lot of blown tires for some reason. Texas last year for some reason there was like Truex blew a tire like 40 laps into the race. Newman blew a tire. Larson blew a tire. That was all in one race last year. So I don't know. I think they ran a different tire that race. I think they were testing something, but that was a weird race. I was there. Like 2 of the tire blowns happened right in front of me. The Larson one was super loud. It was louder than the engine. So that was probably the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. But actually second loudest. When lightning strikes right next to you, that's pretty loud too. But yeah. Bowman, he's top 10 points. That means more playoff points for you. Oh, yeah. Can't forget about playoff points for regular season points. You finish whatever. I mean, Elliott's getting playoff points from those, but everyone else is too that's in the top 10. So, yeah, this is by far Bowman's best season. Agreed. Yeah, there's not going to be a slide drop because this package doesn't allow it. So, Landon, you nailed that. I know. It's like, honestly, it's like the side-by-side racing is nice and all. I like it. It's made a couple good races. Kansas was good. Texas was good. But, man, they seriously got to do something where you can actually drive the car and actually have a shot to make a move or move someone out the way or something. But I don't know. I can't control it. I don't know what they're going to do next year. But I think they should do something where more driver talent is involved, more driver skill is available. Yeah, that's true. Tommy Baldwin and BK Racing aren't the greatest teams. I mean, BK Racing doesn't exist anymore. I don't know what happened to Tommy Baldwin. So I don't know. Oh yeah, LeBron gave up the 23. He gave up number 23 to Anthony Davis, and now he tweeted out. What did he tweet out? He tweeted out 6, and then he did this little emoji. So I guess he's going to be number 6 again, which means Lance Stevenson is not returning, or he's not going to be number 6. So rip Lance Stevenson. But yeah. Poor guy. I feel bad for him. Oh, if he brings that headband back with number 6, that'd be funny. I don't think he will. I think he's been away from it so long. I don't think he will. But what do I know? But I thought I didn't think he was going to do that. I thought Davis was going to be something like 20, or I thought he was going to rather be something close to 23, or that he was just going to do a completely random number that we didn't see coming. Something like number 4, or like number 42, something that was available and that wasn't retired by the Lakers. Like, he can't do 32 because of Magic, and then he can't do a lot of numbers, but you get the point. That was surprising, though. I really didn't think he would do that. I don't know. There's like, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of people debating last night. I didn't watch it personally, but yep, Clay got him. He's getting offered max, so he's gonna stay. I was like, if they were to toss up between those two, I'd say keep Clay just to keep the core together, but leave Durant because he's more hurt, which sounds bad, but it's business. But yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all. You can't. Davis couldn't be 24 because Kobe retired that number, so 25 is legit though. KD will be out for a year. The Achilles injury takes about a year to recover from. DeMarcus Cousins, he came back he got hurt on, I think it was like January 23rd, 2018, and he came back January 18th, 2019. So it's almost a full calendar year of recovery for these players. I mean, DeMarcus Cousins is a bigger guy. Like, he's a little more heavy. I don't know if that has to do with him being out longer. So Durant is obviously a pretty skinny guy. He's not as much. So I don't know if he's going to be able to come back earlier, but it's probably still going to be around a year that he is out. So he will not be playing next year. He will likely not even be in the playoffs if whatever team he plays for makes the playoffs. So if you're basing your decision off Kevin Durant of which team to go to, if you're Kyrie Irving, you're going to be 1 year without Kevin Durant. Who will win the championship this year? For what? NBA? I mean, heck. The Lakers aren't looking bad. The Raptors, if they can keep Kawhi, they got the majority of that team back. They got Marc Gasol back. They got Kawhi back. Kyle Lowry, obviously, Siakam. So they still got a really good team that just won a championship. So they're going to make another deep run in the playoffs. The Bucks are going to be good if they can keep Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost. I mean, if they lose Lopez, that's going to suck for them. But they can still look for someone in free agency. But I think they need to keep Middleton. So, but I think the Bucks, Toronto, maybe the Lakers, assuming Kawhi stays there. If Kawhi goes to the Clippers, that could make it interesting. I don't think that'll make them an automatic contender, but I think it'll bump up their seeding in the playoffs. Houston, if they can get Jimmy Butler, that makes them a little bit better depending on what they give up. If they give up too much, that could hurt them. If they give up just enough, then that could help them. So the West is really a toss-up next year just because of the injuries that Golden State has and how long they're out, like Clay being out till February and then Durant being out the whole year or maybe leaving. So it'll be interesting to see what Golden State is like. I don't think they'll be as good as they are, obviously. I think they will be a lower seed in the playoffs standings until they get Clay back. Once they get Clay back, they might go up a little bit, but I still don't think they're going to be a 1 or 2, maybe not even a 3. So they're going to be fighting for home court advantage when it comes to the end of the season. Yeah, I think he's staying too. I don't think he'll leave. I think he likes it there. The people love him. He's a hero. It's kind of hard to leave that situation when everyone loves you, when you're a hero to everyone. So I really don't see Kawhi Leonard leaving Toronto. They're saying that he's seriously interested in the Lakers. I don't think he'll go to the Lakers. I don't think, because him and LeBron are two small forwards and then Davis is a power forward center. I don't think 3 superstar forwards on the same team is going to work as good as everyone wants it to work. So I don't think that will happen. So I think the Lakers, if they want a real shot at a big superstar to help those two, I think Clay is one of them that they should look at. But as we know, Clay will likely go back to Golden State because of that max contract. So obviously, yeah. Kemba, yeah, that's the rumor right now that he's going to the Celtics. But obviously free agency has not started, but that is the presumption. That's what I think right now. Out of what I've heard, I think Kemba's going to the Celtics. Yes, they do need a good bench. They had a pretty solid bench, and then they obviously had to get rid of it for Kevin Durant. They had to give up a lot for Kevin Durant when he first signed. Harrison Barnes. Who else did they give up? They gave up a lot. They gave up Festus Ezeli. He had a pretty good playoffs beforehand. Barbosa. Did I say Barnes? I think I said Barnes. I'm holding up 3 fingers. But they did have to give up a lot in order to get Kevin Durant, money for Kevin Durant. But they've developed a couple players pretty good off the bench. I think that Quinn Cook is one of them that's good for them to keep off the bench. Alfonso McKinney, they need to keep him, develop him a little bit more. But they definitely do need a stronger bench, but I think those are 2 that they need to keep for sure on the bench. Because Quinn Cook has stepped up in situations when Curry's been out and stuff, which is big for them, I think. So they definitely need to keep him. GMS, I don't know much about him. I just know isn't that Gallagher? That's the team that Spencer Gallagher raced for, and then he got suspended for drugs because he was using drugs. Don't do drugs, by the way. Oh, yeah, and then there's Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell's they also need to keep Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney's not bad. He did what the Golden State needed him to do in the playoffs, even though he was kind of hurt. Stephen Cook. Oh gosh. All right. Whew. Good questions so far. I'm enjoying it. It's my laptop charger. It's in the way. There we go. It's the lights. Oh yeah. Well, I didn't show this in the Watkins Glen video that I made from a few years ago, but they had these souvenir, like poker chip that kind of things, but it's Watkins Glen. Yeah, souvenir. Nice little thing here. It's pretty cool. But yeah. It's pretty neat. So I got a couple of those, but they're not worth anything. Don't worry. So I have social media. I do have a Twitter. That is it right there. Yeah, I saw that. LA is the favorite, the Lakers, which surprise, surprise. But they kind of, I don't want to say deserve it because they did have a rough year last year, but they have made a pretty solid team. They got Davis and LeBron and Kuzma, but they did give up a lot for Davis. They gave up Ball, Ingram, Hart, and someone else, I think. No, I think it was just those three and a couple draft picks, which that's a little much for just one guy, but I guess this is their go for it year to win the championship. This is their way of sending it, I guess, because of what's happened over the past couple weeks with Durant and Clay's injuries. And then obviously trying to get in free agency a couple guys to jump on and help them win the West and eventually the NBA title. So I guess this is their year of saying, hey, let's go for it. Let's send it. And then the Bucks, obviously, they have had a much jump in their, I don't know what to say, but you know what I'm saying? They've gotten better over the years. They've progressed over the years. So they finally got to the 1 seed in the East, best record in the NBA, made it to the conference finals after getting swept. Or I think it was swept by the Celtics, or they lost in 7 or got swept. It's a big difference, but they lost to the Celtics last year. And obviously they've gone a little bit further. And so they're obviously hoping to progress a little bit more, make it to the NBA Finals, maybe even win the NBA Finals, especially when they have reigning MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. Do you prefer red eyes black dragon or blue eyes white dragon? I don't even know what that means, but I just don't know what that means. No comment, I guess. Pelican. Gosh. Yeah, they have Lonzo. Good for them. Their 3-point percentage just went down about 5% just from him. Congratulations. The teams, not his personal, but the teams. Yeah. The free agency opens. Clay will stay with the Warriors. Yes, that is what is presumed since they're offering a max contract. My computer is loud right now. I don't know why. That's weird. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. I saw that. I actually just saw that before I started the stream. Bell, I've heard that he might go to Levine because he can still go with a JGR affiliate, I guess. So if he wants to go to the Cup, he could go to Levine Family Racing. He could stay in the Xfinity Series, obviously. But I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see. I want to see him run Cup. I want to see how well he does, especially in the Gibbs car if he does. But it'll be interesting to see who gets booted out, I guess, of Joe Gibbs Racing. Will it be Hamlin? Will it be Jones? It's not going to be Truex or Kyle Busch. I'll tell you that right now. But it'll be one of Hamlin or Jones that will be leading if Bell. Eric Jones is Yeah, that's pretty accurate. He's only got one win. It was at Daytona, and then other than that, it's just kind of been So, good description. Yep. everyone at Joe Gibbs has multiple wins except for him. Denny Hamlin has 2, Kyle Busch has 4, Truex has 4, Jones has 0. But next week we go to the race that he's defending the win at, so good for him. Daytona, that's your chance to shine again. He's had a couple bright spots this year. Texas he ran pretty well at, I remember. There was another race that he ran pretty well at that he ended up having issues. I'm trying to think. I think it was Bristol. It might have been Bristol. I think it was recently. It might have been Michigan. I think Michigan, he was having a really good day and he blew a tire late in the race. He's too young to kind of – I mean, he hasn't been there long enough. He's been there 2018 and this year. So full time at least. 2017 he was in the 77, which was good. But I think you give him one more year. Yeah, Belda, LFR. J.R. Smith, what did J.R. Smith do this time? I feel like J.R. Smith did something dumb again. Bell? Yeah, he could. Oh, J.R. Smith to the Lakers? Well, they're going to lose the finals now. No, I'm just kidding. He's got a championship, so they could. I don't know, but oh, gosh, that'd be interesting. J.R. Smith. What a guy. He very well could be. I mean, I don't even know. He's an interesting character. That's all I'll say on J.R. Smith. Is this becoming a J.R. Smith roast fest? If so, I'm not in on it. Huh. Interesting. I hope he can. He needs to get some playoff points, so I hope he wins. See if there's been any Woj bombs in the last 30 seconds. Kawhi to meet with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard requested only Magic Johnson and Jeanie Buss be present for meeting. Stephen A. Smith. Nope, I don't trust it. It has to be a Woj bomb. And then I just saw under Woj's Twitter, he retweeted something that said, Magic Johnson says he will help the Lakers in free agencies in any way he can, but he is not permitted by NBA rules to be part of official team meetings with prospective free agents. Johnson said he has not been asked by the Lakers or owner Jeanie Buss to participate. Well then. David Reagan, I might make a video on him next week coming up to Daytona. Relive his 2011 Daytona 500 oof. No Woj bombs, by the way. My phone's losing its mind. Yeah, no Woj bombs. Today, at least. There could be one tomorrow. We're close to free agency, so it's about to be like a bunch of Woj bombs. All right, I'm back. Chastain will probably somehow figure out how to win. He's good at that in the Truck Series, at least, and in the Xfinity Series. He's got a Xfinity Series one. I wish the best for him. I really do. I really hope he does great in his career. I hope he does great things. He's a good driver. He deserves more. He's just. Yeah, I saw that. Thoughts on Austin Hill and Hattori making Xfinity debut at Daytona? Good for them. Love to see guys making their debuts, getting a shot in the higher series. Good for them. You guys forgot to mention that Johnny Sauter qualified second. That's kind of a big deal, considering their little beef they got from a couple weeks ago. That'll be interesting. So Brandon Jones, he was in the 19 car, right? Because there's a Texas football player whose name is Brandon Jones, and he's number 19. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Like, what are the odds? Brandon Jones, what a guy. What a guy. All right, we're going to wrap this live stream up in a few minutes. Mm-hmm. Any last questions before I wrap this thing up? Any last questions? Anyone? 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 Adios. Have a good day. and hope if Natalie Decker wins, I'll make a video on it. But personally, I don't see that happening. So no offense, but I just don't see it happening. Cup preview for the Cup race will be tomorrow. That will be my video tomorrow. And then Sunday, I'll do my race recap. Monday, I haven't done power rankings in a while, so I'll do that Monday. I'll do power rankings for the first time in a few weeks. What else? What's this? Oh. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for 300 subscribers, as I said earlier. Wow, you guys blown me away. 79 subscribers gained this month, which is a big deal for me, so thank you for that. It means a ton to me, considering it took a year to get 100, another 8 months to get 200. It's only been 2 months. We've reached 300. It's a big gain, so thank you so much for that. We're currently at 301, so go share the YouTube channel. Go share it. Go show it to your friends. But yeah, thank you for watching. It means a lot to me personally that you guys watch, that you guys enjoy it, all these likes, all these comments, the interaction between us, you, the watchers, and me, the maker of the videos and stuff. Just being able to discuss it with you guys is really fun. I've really enjoyed it. So let's keep getting some more subscribers, some more views, some more comments. That'd be awesome. So go share it with everyone, and that'd be cool. That'd be awesome. So thank you guys for watching this stream, and thank you for 300 subscribers.